Hello everyone, it's Coach Dana. We are here today. We have some questions that we received from many of you, and one of the topics that I'm here to speak with you about today is how do I stop fear from taking over my life? I think this is a very common topic right now. It's very common on the coaching calls that I'm experiencing, and very common topic in our society and culture with everything that's happening. And so I love this topic because I think that it's really valuable to understand fear, to understand where to place fear in our life and what it does for us. So first of all, I think the most important foundational key is you're not the thoughts you think or the emotions you feel. They're just experiences you're having. When you understand that and when you step into that place, what's powerful is you start to become the observer of your experience. And then you can step into what I like to call loving curiosity. Loving curiosity about fear. Fear of what? Oftentimes when I'm talking with students, and I'm sure many of you have experienced this, they're like, I'm just feeling fear. I'm just feeling fear. It's like, okay, let's get clear. Fear of what? What are the stories that are going on in your mind that are causing or manifesting that fear? And start keeping record of what those stories are. Understand, are they stories from the past? Are they fear of the future? What are some of those things? What are some of those stories? And if you can get those out, oftentimes I'll tell people do some intuitive writing. Intuitive writing is just getting into that place where you're in tune with that emotion and you just write out whatever comes. That way you can become aware of the stories that are playing, because oftentimes we are unconsciously in fear, not understanding what's happening in our mind. And part of the, taking your power back from this fear is becoming aware. Awareness is the first step to change. You cannot change what you don't acknowledge. And so acknowledging these things first and stepping into that can be so powerful to understand, okay, these are the stories that are playing out. And remember, they're stories. They're not reality. They're not exact truth. They're based on past experiences or future fears. And so acknowledging them as stories and then taking your power back and saying, what do I want to do with this now? The powerful thing about emotions, and when they come up, particularly negative emotions, is I see them as these are signs that these things within me that I've been carrying, these stories, if you will, are the things that are calling for love and healing within me. And so it's an opportunity to become aware of the programs that are running, and it's my subconscious mind saying, hey, we've been carrying this for a long time, what should we do with it? And this is where you get to step in your power. One of my favorite tools to do with this is to write out the stories and to acknowledge, mentally understand the stories that are playing out. And then I like to take those pages and to burn them. It creates this really powerful visual in the mind that those things, I'm telling my subconscious mind, those things I'm letting go. I'm letting go, I'm letting go. Another way, if you're not in a place where you can burn them, you can rip them up and throw them away. But painting that picture in your mind, there's power in that. But here's the trick. Intention is everything. Your intention with it. If you go in and you're ripping up the papers and you're thinking, maybe this will work, you're going to get maybe results. That's the reality. If you go in and you are all in saying, no more, this is not and does not get to rule my life, because who's in charge? Me. I get to decide. My emotions don't rule me. I'm the one driving. Then you go all in and you say, because I say so, this makes a difference and I'm letting these things go. And you continue to let go of the story until it no longer shows up for you. I've done this personally in my life, and there are certain topics that I've gotten to do consistently. But remember, you've been gathering proof to these stories for years. It's taken time to build to where they are and the fear that you experience with them. And so it can take time to rewire, and that's absolutely acceptable. But understanding that your commitment to letting go of these stories and to do it regularly is where the power is at. Stepping into that. It's sometimes it can be a one-time deal, and sometimes it can take several times. But staying committed to the work, staying committed to telling your brain and your mind where you want those stories to go and what to do with those things. Fear comes and goes, so you get to direct it where it goes. Another powerful tool that I like to use is breathwork. I often, when I'm feeling a lot of fear, the body can go into this fight or flight mode. And so my understanding is the more I can help my body calm down, the more I can start thinking clearly. When you use that breath work, you can look up all different kinds of breath work online. When you use the deep breaths where you're expanding your diaphragm and you're breathing in and out, taking those deep breaths from the gut, it's very helpful and it's calming for the body. Also, there's certain types of touch, touching your heart. It has a calming effect on the body. Studies have shown it engages your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the body. Rubbing your arm, this is called compassionate touch. Those kind of things, holding your face, these kinds of things, doing that for yourself are physical things to help calm the body, so then you can think more clearly and move forward, understanding that these are just stories. So taking those deep breaths, that touch, calming touch can be very helpful and a great tool if you find yourself more in a panicky state. And then writing out the stories, letting them go, telling your subconscious mind where those things belong in your world. Remember, stay in your power with it. You're not the thoughts you think or the emotions you feel. They're just experiences that flow through you. And time has shown that if you really think about it. You're not always in a state of fear. It's come and gone in your life. And so now it's about intentionally telling it where to go, intentionally choosing in and out in the way that honors you. So there are my tips for the day. I hope you enjoy. We'd love to hear any successes you have with these things and with these tools. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you found value and you would like to hear more of what these coaches are saying each and every week, please subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to get these episodes. We hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.